Hello. Phone connected.
Hi, Tony here. Welcome back to the channel, and today I'm going to be taking a look at the brand new Sena 10c Pro Bluetooth camera and communication system. Now, the 10c has been around for a while, and the 10c Pro is an updated version. The 10c Pro gives you 4.1 Bluetooth communication, and the resolution of the camera has been updated. This now will shoot in 2K as well as 1080p and 720p. For all you people out there that like a good unboxing, this isn't one of those, because I was impatient and I'd already taken this off and mounted it to my helmet. But you get in the package, the 10c camera sits in there, and then as usual with Sena, you get all the bits and pieces that you need. A comprehensive manual and all the instructions. You get your charging cable, power lead for a cigarette lighter, and then on the inside you've got everything you need. So you have a boom mic, pads for the earpieces if you need those. You've got covers for the boom mic, stickers for the standard mic, stickers and covers for the earpieces. And the system comes with two mounts. You've got this sticky mount. In there is your mount for your boom, and the Allen key for you to be able to get this fitted. So it comes with everything you will need, as I've come to expect from Sena. I'm not going to spend a lot of time talking through this. The controls are very simple. One of the reasons I did look at the 10c Pro is that when I film bike reviews, I've been using the GoPro mounted to my chest, which gives it a good view, but probably isn't best. And mounting a GoPro on the helmet hasn't been the easiest task, if I'm being honest. It would be nice if GoPro pulled their finger out and let the Bluetooth connectivity connect direct to a comms unit, because that would make capturing audio that much easier. But at the time being, you've got to use an external mic, and it's quite a lot of faffing around. So I thought this was a good solution. You've got your camera on board, you've still got your comms unit, all the wiring and everything is tucked away nice and neatly. For me, it was an all-in-one solution. I've still got comms when I'm on the bike, but I can also just talk directly into the microphone mounted in here and get the video footage, and it's nice and easy. Now, if you've used Sena Bluetooth units before, you'll be really familiar with the controls. You've got your standard jog dial, you've got your phone button on the back here, and you've got your camera button on top here. That's it, apart from the connections for the speakers and the microphone here. You've got a charging port underneath, a rubber bung underneath, and then another rubber bung which will take your micro SD card. Powering on and off is simple. You hold this button and the phone button together for 1 second. Hello. And you get your message come up. It's telling me that my phone's connected because my phone is in range. And there your comms unit is ready to go. And to power down is exactly the same process. The jog dial just turns your volume up and down. Pairing a device is very simple as well via Bluetooth. You just push and hold in the phone button for 5 seconds. This goes into pairing mode. You then put your sat nav or phone or whatever it may be into pairing mode. The 10c Pro will pop up on the Bluetooth, make the connection. You'll have a code in the manual that you need to put into the phone to get that pairing done, but then you're off and away. Once that's all in there and set up, it obviously stores that in the device list, so next time you switch it on, as you saw here, it just connects directly to whatever device you'd connected it to previously. So when you're on the bike, if you want to answer a call, if the phone rings, you just tap this button or this button. To hang up, you just hit this button again or hold this button for 2 seconds. If you want to reject the call that's coming in, then you just hold this button in for 2 seconds. If you want to make a call using the voice dialer whilst riding, all you have to do is tap this button, say your command, and away you go. And finally, the camera controls, again, very simple. This main button will switch the camera on. Camera on. So the camera isn't filming at this point, it's just ready to go. To get that camera to film, you will press and hold that button in for 1 second.
Recording.
To stop recording, you repeat the same. You just hold that button down for 1 second.
Recording stopped.
If you want to turn the camera off, it's again those two buttons. Another great feature is the ability to take snapshots. So if you're riding along, if you're filming or even if you've just got the camera switched on but you're not filming, if you need to grab a quick shot of something, hit that top button. You get a camera shutter noise and it's taken a still photograph. Now, I'm not going to spend any time going through the Bluetooth pairing process with the other comms units. That's pretty straightforward. It's a standard Sena system. And incidentally, the easiest way to control all of these bits and pieces is through the Sena apps. So you've got the Sena utility app, which allows you to set up and control all your Bluetooth and Wi-Fi devices. And there is also a separate Sena camera app, and that allows you to set up and live view what's going on here. So that's handy to get this set up, because obviously you've got the ability to rotate this on this mount. You can rotate this camera around to get the right angle depending on your riding posture. And then if you take the rubber cap off of here, there's a little notch on the top, so this twists around. So you can spend time getting it set up exactly the way you want it, and being able to live preview that directly on the screen via a Wi-Fi connection is very, very handy. I took this out to test it. The weather conditions weren't kind, so you're seeing the footage straight out of the camera. Nothing has been changed on it. Same with the audio. So it will give you an impression of what this is like out of the box before you even start to tinker with it. There's been no post-processing at all. Unfortunately, the weather conditions weren't great, but that does mean you get to see what this camera is like in poor light conditions. Sometimes you see videos and it's a beautiful sunny day and everything looks rosy, but in reality that doesn't happen that often here in the UK. We've been lucky this summer, but this footage is a bit of rain, there's a bit of cloud, so this will give you an impression of what it's like. But let's me stop wittering on and let's take a look at the footage. Okay, so let's see what this camera is like out of the box. It's just been installed. I've set it on 1080p 60 frames per second. The microphone gain is on medium, and I've not played around with anything. So this is the 1080p footage that you get straight out of the box, and I thought the easiest way to test this is just to hook it up, put it on, go out for a ride and have a look at the footage and show you what it is. Now, I won't do anything in post-processing with this unless the sound's really awful and it's wasted commentary, but I'm going to show you exactly what it's like out of this to see if the 10C Pro is an improvement over the outgoing 10C model, if you've got one of those, and I'll be interested to compare that to a GoPro as well. I'm going to take it easy today because it is a little bit greasy out here. The temperature dropped last night, we had some rain, and out in the lanes it's predominantly dry, but we still get a few crappy bits in the shade in the corners. And fitting this camera is very good. Now, I haven't taken you through the process for that because there are a lot of resources on the Sena website which show you how to do that, and that would just make this video long-winded to show you how to do that, and it's going to vary depending on what helmet you're wearing as well. So I've kept that out, but I do have to say fitting it to the Tour X4 helmet was really simple. It's nice the way that the inside of this helmet all comes out and it's all sort of modular. It makes it very easy to whip it out, put all the cables where you need to put them. The RI Tour X4 or XD4, depending on where in the world you are, hasn't got a masses of chin room. I found that the chin bar sits very closely, and I've tucked the microphone up just to the side round here, so I'm hoping it doesn't pick up any rustling from my beard. But it's not directly in front of the mouth, it's to the side, which should mean we'll get pretty clear audio and we won't get too much popping. And but as I say, it's set on medium gain, so I'll see what this sounds like and then we'll record maybe another bit messing around with those settings. You can record in 1440k, but to be honest, for YouTube, most of the stuff I do I keep at 1080p. You suffer from the compression anyway, so 1080p is normally enough. But as I say, this is just a quick ride to give you an idea of what the footage is like out of the box, mounted on the helmet, and away you go.
I don't do much, if any, moto vlogging, but I was looking for a camera solution for the bike reviews and bits and pieces that I do on the bike, and I'm hoping to do a series of videos coming up which are just the small tours, the sort of stuff that you can do in a day or a couple of days. Most of us are pushed for time, and it's very nice to watch these around the world trips, and it's quite aspirational, but in reality you don't really have the opportunity to do that, or most riders don't have the opportunity to do that. So I thought I'd just pull together some routes, starting off in my home county of Essex, just taking you some nice places, seeing some of the sights, and we'll go from there. So I was looking for a camera for that. I've got the GoPro, I've got the Hero 7, I've been very impressed with that, but again, getting mic to that is not great. It's starting to rain a bit more now. If you've seen my Triumph XEA review, I was recording directly onto the iPhone via the Bluetooth on the 30k, and it was pretty awful really, and that's one of the problems you've got with the GoPro, is that you've got to find a solution of getting a mic plugged in and all that sort of stuff, and I thought, well, if this is an all-in-one piece that I can put on the helmet, it's waterproof, I've got comms if I need it, but I can also just talk, start recording, away it goes, and it could be a good solution. Yeah, so the hope is that this frees up the GoPro for other use, so I can put them on the back of the bike or whatever. I've got one on the back at the moment, but I forgot to switch that on, so at some point during the ride I will do, just for a little bit of rearward footage. But anyway, this is December. These are the beautiful lanes around Essex, although today not so great. The sun was out when I left, and the rain has come down. Thank you, Mr. Audi. Get out of the way, pheasant. Whoa, nearly. Today I'm riding a Tiger 800 XRT, which has been very kindly lent to me by Triumph for a review, and that will be coming up at some point. And I'd already filmed some bits when I'd ridden it the first time, but now I've had the XEA and I bought the XA, and a lot of people have been asking me why I chose the XEA over the XRT. I thought it might be useful to kind of do a comparison, so I can put two bikes side by side while I've got them. We can go around the differences, and I can talk to you about the differences on the bikes themselves. But this video is at the moment purely just to give you a look at this 10c Pro camera and what the coverage is like. So I think we're going to get a mix of weather today. We're going to have a little bit of bright sunshine, a little bit of grey cloud, a little bit of rain. Already I'm not entirely sure how much you can see in terms of stuff that's on the camera lens, so I might stop and give it a wipe in a minute, but looks like the rain has stopped for now. I've been using Sena comms units for quite some time. I did a review back of the 10s a while ago, really like that, and I've been fortunate enough that Sena have enjoyed what I'm doing and they've helped me out. I've been able to get my hands on some of the other bits. I've got a 30k on my Shoei RYD helmet, and I've been really pleased with it. I've not really had any issues to speak of. A couple of dropouts here and there on a 30k, but then I've discovered that actually the mesh intercom for bigger groups is good, but if you're just riding with the two, it's not as reliable as the Bluetooth, so I've switched again back to the Bluetooth on that. But I've always found them to be pretty reliable, and I've always found the apps to work pretty well as well. So I use those apps with this 10c Pro. I use the Sena Utilities app to get it all connected, and then there is a separate Sena camera app, and that helps you in terms of setting the camera up, choosing what format it's in, what the definition is, formatting the card and all that sort of stuff. So here you go, this is the Sena 10c Pro straight out of the box, 1080p, 60 frames per second, medium sensitivity on the microphone, and I've not played around with anything other than getting it set in the position. So you can let me know. I know we struggle sometimes with YouTube because there is a bit of compression on there and the quality doesn't quite look as good as it is, but it'd be interesting to compare that to a GoPro, and you may want to compare that to other cameras that you've used. Just pull over for the horses and let them get out of the way. Thank you. Don't want to spook the horses.
I guess it's time to wrap this up and give you my opinion on the 10C Pro. I think it's a great piece of kit. The fitting to the helmet is very simple. The image quality is good. The audio quality is really good. And it does a lot more than just having a straightforward action cam mounted to your helmet. So for moto vlogging, I think it is a really good solution. Obviously, because of the added functionality in the unit, the Bluetooth communications, the FM radio and the ability to connect to other Bluetooth devices, the video is going to be slightly compromised. Not compromised in its quality, but just compromised compared to something like a GoPro Hero 7, which is just a pure dedicated action camera. Having said that, the quality on this I think is plenty good enough. It has actually a really nice sharp image. You're seeing it here in pretty poor conditions and it still holds up fairly well. And for me, the ability just to have a unit on the side of the helmet, no external wires, no odd microphones to wire up. You just switch it on, hit the button and away you go. Take the memory card out, shove it in the computer and you're golden. So in summary, I think it's a worthwhile purchase. If you want to get into moto vlogging, this certainly seems to be one of the easiest and quickest ways to get set up. If you just want a helmet cam on there for recording your journeys if you're commuting or if you're doing track days or anything like that, but you still want your comms and you don't want to be switching devices from one helmet to the other, this is a really high quality one-stop shop. Sena have got tons of accessories to go around this. I think the support is really good. The documentation that comes with it is really good, and the resources that they have on their YouTube channel and on their website I think are second to none. So I would highly recommend it. If you've got any comments or questions, if there's anything that I didn't cover, then you know where to ask that question. And until next time, all that leaves me to say is thanks for watching. Take care, ride safe, and I'll see you soon. Bye.